season 2 of Black Clover, I felt that, I mean, obviously I love the Ladros parts, and okay, I will admit it, I love jester characters, okay? I like the jester, the death jester, the troll evil guy, right? I love that, both in games, anime, and so on, right? Of course, it shouldn't be overplayed. Like, you can't have like every bad guy in the anime. It can't be like, you know, like, oh, I wanna fight. Like, Arrow can't be, that'd be really weird. Except, well, some anime does that. It can work out well, but it's like every now and then you kind of want the kind of jokingly evil guy. It's kind of like, yeah, oh, it's fun being evil, or more like selfish though, yeah. Like that with Ladros. One thing I love with Ladros story mainly, first of all, is that everything leads into his perspective, right? He's the first guy that I can think of to make a real bad guy that we actually see from his mindset. He's like, oh, he's gonna kill me. I have to do this gamble now. So we actually see it from his perspective. So I really like that. That's a big thing for me, at least, how we kept hearing his ideas, right? And he's getting actually beaten up by Asteroid. Yeah, he's losing pretty easily. And then we keep hearing him like, oh, I have to do this gamble now. Maybe I can like awaken her power and eat that power up. And this guy did tricked me with his blade thing. You keep hearing like he's the main character suddenly, or that he's the protagonist, I guess. Yeah, and it's like that's interesting. Asta could easily beat him up till he ate the Salem and the Spirit, right? Or kind of found a power up. So I like the take on it generally, and it fit his personality perfectly. It's like, this guy's really stupid. Oh, I can trick him probably. And then of course Asta's like, nope, you can't trick me. It's like, wait, but he's fucking an idiot. So it gives both character development on Asta's part, right? Asta has grown, like Asta in the beginning of the anime, probably fought for that. Asta is more mature now, he's fought for that simple trick, right? And on the same time, it's interesting because again we see it from the bad guy perspective. It's like, what lie should I make? Yeah, how can I lie to him and so on? So that was really funny. And then I really enjoyed, as soon as he gets the power, he's like, oh, I will conquer my kingdom now. So he has no loyalty, right? Because before that, we see him like, maybe you can join me, Asta. We can be like friends, taking over places. And he's like, oh, I will betray everyone. So he has zero loyalty, right? But of course, he's gonna lie and pretend his loyalty to other people and so on. So I think that's a great characterization there. Yeah, he is absolutely double-sided, two-faced, right? 100% 2% all the time, right? Like a jester character, or kind of this, like, you know, this should be, right? Yeah, it should be selfishly, egocentric, two-faced, right? It's like, they are only two-faced as long as they don't have enough power to just kill everyone. If they had the power, they're gonna stop being two-faced and be like, oh, I can kill them all in the face. Doesn't matter if me anymore, yeah. So, I like it a lot, because that tells me that even though, I mean, he's Fieps and so on, but for me at least, it's a pretty good, bad, you know, villain, right? Because he's intelligent enough to know that he's not strong enough to like kill the king or whatever they have in the Diamond Kingdom, right? He's kind of like, I have to pretend to be this person, even though he's kind of obviously evil, but he has to pretend that he's to be kind of a loyal guy working for them and so on, right? Somehow, so on, right? Until he gets enough power so he can betray them. So that shows you that he's not just like an idiot evil guy that's just there, right? He just follows order. He actually hates, I guess so, but I assume so he actually hates his own king and so on, right? And all the people he works with, but he's just pretending to like them because he needs to for this moment, at this current state in power level, right? He needs to pretend that he's loyal and so on. So that shows that he's like pure evil, probably, but he's very, very, very high on the evil meter. But he's not stupid, right? So he actually knows like when he should be evil against all people, right? So there actually is a lot of depth there in that kind of typical jester character, the starscream character. I suppose though, yeah, typical starscream trope though. It's like, as soon as I can betray them, I will betray them. As soon as I can do it, I will do it. But yeah, and it fits his power perfectly because he absorbs power, right? So of course, like provoking them, wants to hit them and so on. So anyway, all that was great. I think again, a major point here was we actually hear from his monologue, his inner ideas, how he's gonna fight us and so on. I think that was actually a big difference here. It made it really entertaining, yeah. Instead of like, I mean, I love V2. The V2 battle was great and better than this battle, I mean, overall, but it was a much longer battle too, a much more epic battle though. But from V2's standpoint, we get nothing. V2's like this massive, you know, like, oh yeah, he's a massive monster boss that you just keep fighting, and he's so strong. It's I mean, I loved it. It's a very, very good part of the anime, but I don't really get anything why he's doing anything right. In the Ladros case, we don't get the motivation. We kind of get this motivation a little bit. He's kind of like used to be like Asta a little bit, so on, right? So we get this like basic motivation, but otherwise we still get how he views the world. So because of that, these two boss battles are very different, right? Where Fana also was more like Vito. It's a kind of in between thing where she's like similar to Vito, but on the same time we know that she is, you know, the Marsh thing. So we know she's like a boss, but also kind of redeemable, you know, hidden, high, nice personality there. So three different. I liked it a lot. You can keep them freshed up. Yeah, that's great. The bad parts, though, to be honest, of course, I mean, I love everything with Ladros, but it's like, man, this was one of the, I would say, worst sealing episode, of course, when it comes to the timing, right, of the recap and so on. This episode reminded me a lot of like episode, I think like 16, 17, somewhere around there, when they were fighting people in the city. They were attacking them with like the midnight sun, right, and they just did that, what's called intermission, the time break, right, and after the break, they come back and they show like 3 minutes of like what's happened, right. That was the worst episode so far in the anime. That episode was really bad. Here, it wasn't as bad, but it was still noticeable. I was like, okay, so we see the thing, he saved Marsh, like, that's my friend, Tomodachi, and after that scene, we see the cutting, we see the break, right, and that's like a minute or half or so, a little minute, I think roughly a minute, where you see the exact same scene again, right, it's very noticeable, and after that, of course, they did the whole, they just recapped the Fana battle, the Sky Fana battle, and also more stuff as well, so on, yeah, so it was like, I don't know, and I had a long replay in the beginning too. It probably was at least 5 minutes of total recap episode, probably at least, and then plus opening with that, so it's like 6 or so minutes of just recap, right? So that's a little unfortunate. They clearly kind of budget the way out here, and that is just the honest fact, right? And I always want to give honest review. Like you cannot really see, like, escape that episode, right? Because that is how it is. Like it's a great episode, but honestly though, like, yeah, it had like at least 5 minutes of recap. So if we ignore those 5 minutes, it's like an amazing, in my opinion, 50 minutes of anime. But it's like it actually is a more than 20-minute episode though. So that unfortunately is like a little, yeah, that definitely kind of lowers a little bit. They kind of makes it there, right? And they clearly wanted to end when he's like, you know, transforming. They clearly wanted to end it at that time frame. So it's like, yeah, that is very, very clear. You want to end it at this time frame. So instead, for example, I wish they had maybe done some more Ladros flashback. They could have shown some more of his backstory again. A little more of that. That could be something, right? A little more of the Queen. Who knows? Yeah, they could do a little more of that. Because the beginning episode, where they kind of do the jokes with Fan and Marshall one, that I think was funny. That was a pretty good jokes. Not that the funniest joke ever in Fairy Tail, but Fairy Tail, Black Clover. I'm tired now. Yeah, not the funniest joke in Black Clover, but kind of like yeah, it's like a 6, 7 out of 10 joke level there. The Finral is yeah, and like Vanessa is like, oh yeah, but Vanessa was like, yeah, I get what's happening here and so on. So anyway, all that was pretty good, but yeah, they had a whole there was a lot of recap, so that is, otherwise I would say this is one of my favorite battles. But yeah, next episode though, I'm guessing that, so you can guess next episode, and yeah, next episode I'm guessing that Asta's gonna win easily, because the preview, as I mentioned earlier, the preview was like crazy. The preview started with Ladros just lying there bleeding. It's like, okay, so he died. Okay, next bad guy. So that's weird. So I guess Asta's gonna win. But yeah, they're probably gonna fight. I hope that Asta's gonna show a little more of his powers. Well, actually, one thing that I've been saying for the whole anime, in episode 1, is that I hope that everyone is gonna say, wait a minute, does he have 5 clovers? Right? I hope that one day, maybe this episode, when he transforms into this like more demonic Asta, that someone's gonna say that, wait a minute, does his Grimoire, the book there, does it have 5 clovers? That's kind of weird, yeah, because So far, no one's ever been able to see it has 5, right? And maybe it's more seen when it's like transforming into demon form or something. Maybe. I'm just hoping for that. One day it's gonna be like, whoa, 5? That being said though, I do hope the Queen is gonna give us some answers, right? Because in the end there, it seems very clear that the Queen knows what's up. Probably generally, it's like she seems to know the descendant, the people. She probably is well aware of the like whatever they are. I keep calling them the elves, right? The lich people. She seems to be well aware of that. Not just that, but like the actual weapons, right? As of course, Rito said that he has the anti-magic weapon. It belongs to the leaders and that. She seems to know about that. Knows about his true power in a way, right? So hopefully the Queen's gonna give them pointers after this thing's over. Maybe this will maybe get to know. But I doubt it. I doubt the Queen's gonna say anything. She's probably gonna hint something like, "Oh, so you have the power of this thing," or something like that, probably, right? And she's probably not gonna give an actual context to us or to Asta and so on. But she seems to actually be full aware of what is happening, the powers, the races, and also because she has stone, right? After the Dying Temple, I guess the stones are spread out around the world. She's one of the stones for the tablet, and she's also probably, at least so far in the anime, a character that knows what the stone does, right? Because I mean, the water people, they had a stone, but at least in my impression, I didn't get that they actually knew what it did. It's like we are guarding this stone because it's important, and we know it's like dangerous. So let's give it to these brave knights, right? It's kind of like that. But she actually seems to know, okay, this stone summons that thing, so I will keep it. She's actually kind of knows that. Or, you know, something like that. I think she knows what it actually is used for. So she's probably actually extremely helpful for them if she actually would talk to them. But I very much doubt it. But anyway, hope that's a review and a live reaction of Black Clover. So in an hour or so, we're gonna watch Run with the Wind, which I actually recommend a lot now because, I mean, I like it from the beginning. Pressure IG, very good. And of course, Barbie Oxe, my favorite sport of them last year. This is the next sport from them, right? But it's becoming better and better. Last 2 episodes have been amazing. Like 10 episodes. 9, 10, 10 out of 10, yeah. Beginning, it's like, it's pretty good, but now it's actually a really, really good anime. So anyway, hope to see that live as well. Otherwise, have a good day. I'll see you tomorrow with Bunny Senpai.